Shaw here. Today's a really, really special day. I'm kind of excited because I'm getting to meet my #1 fan. And I'm pretty sure this girl's my #1 fan. She's always making drawings, Shaw drawings and Shaw posters and pictures and stuff, and posting them up on my Facebook. And she's been such a really big support with all the fan club stuff and fangirl team stuff. Her name is Brittany Smosny, and we arranged a meeting today. I'm going to be picking her up and taking her with me to my concert tonight at the Crossroads Cafe in Morgantown, West Virginia. She is 16 years old, and she loves art and singing and stuff like that. And I bought these lilies for her as a special surprise because I want her to feel like really, really special. Oh, I also bought her some bracelets too, some little trinkets I'm going to give to her at the show. But hopefully she enjoys meeting me for the first time. She seemed really excited when I spoke to her on the phone earlier, so we're going to go pick her up.
But no matter what they say, you're still beautiful to me. Oh, and every night I pray that one
So here you go. Oh, you have a surprise for me.
All the
Ooh, what is it? I love it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, thanks, Brittany. You're welcome. Beautiful. Don't mind the lady behind the camera. That's Becca. Here, let me get your door for you. Go ahead and get in. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. Brittany said she wants to be an artist, and she does a lot of really cool Shaw drawings, and this is probably my favorite because my favorite color is yellow and my favorite flower is the yellow rose. So she did this, and I think it's so cool. Can you see the shawl in it?
Yep.
It's so neat. I love it.
That's the very first time I drew a rose, and I went with that one, and then I just went with the other design from that.
I like it a lot. This is probably my favorite. My manager looked at your drawings on Facebook that you've made, all the Shaw ones, and he loved this one too. This one was his favorite. He just thought it was like really, really super cool. So, okay, so you can ask me another question.
Another basic question. What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is a turtle. I love turtles, and I'm really, really weird because I believe that I'm like real spiritual, so I believe the turtle is my spirit animal. Everybody makes fun of me. I feel like the turtle is my spirit animal because turtles are like really strong creatures. They're also very wise, like old creatures. And like they have to go through so much struggle, like especially like sea turtles. They lay the eggs by the beach, and then they have to like fight their way.
Sea turtles.
Okay, they have to like fight their way to get back to their family. Like I think that defines my life a lot. I feel like I was born into adversity with the kind of life I had growing up, and I've always had to fight my way back to like love and forgiveness and peace and stuff. And the cool thing is like turtles have this hard shell, right? But inside they're so soft and so tender, and like without their shell they would just literally die. So like I feel like I've got a very strong exterior. I handle things really well. I fight a lot. I'm tough, but inside I'm like so tender. Like you could like literally just break my heart with just the snap of your finger. Like I'm like that. But okay, I want to ask you a question. Let's see, because I wrote down like 10, and then I was like, I'll just remember what I want to ask you. What turned you on to my music? Like I know that you heard about my music through Jana is a really close friend of mine. She was the first girl to start the Shaw fangirl team, and she's she's just been such a huge support. And so, like, last year I sort of semi-adopted her, and she became my goddaughter. And so she's super awesome, and Brittany dates Jana's brother. But tell me, like, what made you like the music, like, when you first heard it, like, what really turned you on to it?
Like, I started listening to it, and then I started just listening to the words of it. And you can't like a song just because of the sound of it. You have to actually listen to the words, and the words just really speak the truth. And I love it.
I love you. That's the best answer in history. Like, that means so much to me, because, like, I'm the same way. Like, I like dancing. I like dance songs. That's cool. If it's a dance song, that's awesome. But there are those songs that, like, they get on the radio, and it's like they pretend like they're trying to say something, but they're not saying anything. And that's one thing I've always, like, vowed. Like, I never want to lose my lyrical content. Like, I never want to lose the substance in my lyrics. I want that to always stand out. I want my songs to be more than just songs you can dance to, songs you can listen to if you're sad. I want them to have such powerful messages of friendship and love and choice and freedom and, you know, like, strength. Like, I want them to have that in it, because that's the life that I'm living. And I want anybody who listens to my songs to get exactly what you just said you got from it. That you hear truth in it, and it, I don't know, helps you. Like, I hope it's helped you in some way.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't know.
What made you decide that you wanted to be a singer?
Okay. When I was 5 years old, I was downstairs in the living room watching TV, like so many kids. There was this commercial, it was a car insurance commercial that would come on that had Little Orphan Annie, the Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow song. And it would play on it all the time. There was this little girl in the backseat of a car singing it, like, and it was like, keep her safe or something like that. And I didn't know what the song was. I didn't know where it came from. I was 5 years old. I'd never heard of Little Orphan Annie. But I liked the song. So I started singing it all the time. So my mom and I were downstairs one day, and I was in the living room with the TV off, playing with dolls. And I started singing it. My mom was in the other room doing laundry, and she hears this little girl singing. And she comes into the living room, and I had stopped singing by this point, and she's like, Shauna, was the TV on? And I'm like, no. And she's like, who was singing? I'm like, I don't know. Because, like, I thought I was in trouble. And she was like, no, seriously, tell mommy who was singing. And I was like, I was singing. She's like, you sound exactly like Little Orphan Annie. And I was like, who is Little Orphan Annie, you know? So my mom rented Little Orphan Annie that night, which is still one of my favorites to this day. And she let me watch it, and I fell in love with it. I watched these people singing, and she sang with such passion, and the words in that song are so beautiful and powerful, and I was just like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be just like Little Orphan Annie, only not like.
Do you like reading?
I love reading.
What's your favorite book?
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you asked this. I have two favorite books. My first one is a book that I actually have at home. It's not like a full book, it's a collection of Edgar Allan Poe's works, because Edgar Allan Poe is my favorite author of all times. But my favorite story, like novel, is Till We Have Faces by C.S. Lewis. It is excellent. It's all about this princess who becomes queen, and she doesn't know how beautiful she is. She constantly keeps her face covered because she believes she's hideous, and nobody sees her face for like ever and ever and ever and ever. And it's just a good book. Like, you'll have to read it. It's really good. It talks all about like how we steal our own identity from ourselves. So it's really, really, really good. Do you want to ask me? Do you have any more questions?
Yes, I have more.
Okay.
How long have you been like singing?
I've been singing since I was 5 years old. Immediately after I told my mom I wanted to sing, after I watched Little Orphan Annie, she started taking me to nursing homes, putting me in choir. I performed at like, you know, like little church events and stuff like that. It was super fun. I've been doing it ever since.
Okay, and then instead of the other one, I was going to say different. Like, if somebody else were wanting to be a singer, what would your advice be to them?
My advice, this is so funny because I asked this same question to one of my favorite artists. I actually asked Dave Moffat this when I was your age. That is so funny. I asked him, they were doing like a special interview thing where you could ask them questions, and I asked him what advice he would give to somebody who wanted to sing, and he said that you should never give up. Expect to hear a no, because you're going to hear a lot of no's. You're going to hear people tell you all the time, you can't do it, you're not good enough, yada yada yada, you know? But if you really want to do it, like you really want to do art, you're not going to let somebody tell you not to design a t-shirt. You're going to do it anyways. Same with singing. Do it. Keep doing it. Take criticism, but don't let it decide.
And how will I push through this so I can clearly see that failing isn't failure, it's
Just growth. So when you fail, when you fall, get right back up. Keep moving forward, keep pushing, you know? Because that's what it takes. Like, I've been told no like a million times, but I'm going to keep doing this because this is what I want to do, you know? So, yeah.
That's actually my favorite part of that song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think Jana put it on a hoodie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's my favorite part of that song too, because it's such a good it's such a good life lesson, and like, you know, I think about it all the time. Failing, it's not failure, it's just growth. And I have to tell myself that all the time, because sometimes I'm so tempted to be like, I'm such a failure, I'm such a, you know, and nobody's a failure. That's not, the truth is failure doesn't exist, you know? So, unless you, of course, believe it does, and then you've defeated yourself, you know what I'm saying? So, I am making a music video. It's just like something really, really small. It's for the new album that's coming out. I want to know if you want to be a special guest in the video. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, good. That's awesome. I think we should probably go in because we're late for the concert. Just so everybody knows.